Hard to believe we're just 8 days away from one of the most consequential midterm elections in a generation, with the balance of power in Washington on the line. Joining us this morning on Good Day to break down the key races is political consultant Demarie Cobb. Good morning and thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you.
So after the debate in Pennsylvania this past week, pollsters conducted a telephone survey, and a majority of people they spoke to said they have real concerns about candidate Fetterman's, fitness to serve given the stroke. Is this a race that in your mind Dr. Oz can now take the lead on and hold that lead going into next Tuesday?
I think it's going to be very close all the way down to the wire, but I just listened to an interview today that John Fetterman had, and clearly he has control of his faculties. And I think that, he suffered a stroke, and we're seeing the effects of the stroke, but I don't think it has diminished his mental capabilities at all. And I think he would be fit to serve in the Senate. And those people who are supporting the values that John Fetterman espouses versus Mammoth Oz, I don't think they have any reason to doubt that he can serve and serve well.
Well, this race is so important that a former president and a current president are supposedly both going to be stumping in Pennsylvania. So we know that Barack Obama is widely popular and he's going to be there. But President Biden's been a bit of a no-show of late. Some would argue maybe in hiding. What's going on there?
Well, I think it's actually a mistake that Biden has not taken more of a lead in campaigning during the midterms, because he has a record. And I understand the economy. I mean, we all are suffering from the economy, but the economy is transitory. I mean, it will pass. It always does. But the things that Biden has passed just in the 2 years that he's been in office, when you think about affordable prescription drugs, infrastructure, the chip bill, these are things that are going to create jobs. And the Republicans had all the time in the world to reform the health care bill. They didn't have any solutions for reform. All they wanted to do was terminate it. And so Biden has already tweaked it, and he's reformed it, and he's improved it. And that's what's going to continue to happen. This is really a race about power over people. The Democrats are for the people, and the Republicans are about power.
Well, let me ask you this, and I want to get an honest take on how surprised you are with what's going on in Georgia. Another woman has come forward to claim that candidate Herschel Walker paid for an abortion, and yet he's very close to being within the margin of error there. Do you think this thing is going to come down to the wire?
It is going to come down to the wire, and of course it shouldn't come down to the wire at all. I said to a conservative radio commentator in 2016 that the Republicans had ceded the moral authority. And this is further proof that they have actually ceded the moral authority of God, country, and family. This is not about God, country, and family. And if it was, you certainly wouldn't be supporting Herschel Walker.
Last question. Give me a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you're very, very concerned about voter intimidation leading to next Tuesday.
After what happened with Paul Pelosi, the speaker's husband, you have to be concerned about voter intimidation. I mean, people are out here and they're acting crazy. I mean, this is not the America that we all know in terms of a free and fair election. This is about intimidation. It's my way or no way.
Demarie Cobb, thank you so much for your insights this morning. We'll see how this all plays out in the next week. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.